What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're not looking at stock charts and we're not looking at any stocks or really analyzing anything. Today I want to do something a little bit different, which is talk to you guys about how I've evolved as a trader from pretty much when I first started trading to where I'm at now. It's been a long time that I've been doing this, and there's been, again, a dramatic change in just the mindset and my approach to how I see the market and the way I go about trading and doing things on a day-to-day basis. And again, it's solely kind of on trading. So again, really when I first started trading, of course, it was like anybody else. The goal was to make money, right? To make a lot of money doing it. And that's still the goal, but if I could go back to when I first started, I wish I could have changed my mindset from trying to make money to thinking logically about the best way to actually make money. See, when we first go into trading, all you really think about is what I can do to make the most money, or what's going to be the stock that moves the best today that's going to make me the most money. Whereas as you trade longer and longer and longer, you develop a more mature approach to the market. And I think every trader does this eventually. They go from really just unknowingly trading to a more mature approach to the market. And so, when I first started, it was all about how can I make the most money? What am I going to trade today that's going to have the best move? And nowadays, it's, yes, how am I going to make money today? But how can I make money trading something that I know is going to be most likely in my favor? So it used to be, what's going to make the biggest move or give me the biggest return? Whereas today it's, what do I understand the most that I can most likely make money doing? So I'm not necessarily concerned about what's going to move the biggest value or biggest percent on the day, but I'm more interested in what I see going on in the market and how I can take what I've learned and use that to make money. So I think there's a big shift that happens along your career of trading where you kind of shift from trying to be a just absolute money-making machine to trying to be completely in control of your trading. And the reason I say that is because when you try to be this like money-hungry ATM machine that goes out to just make a bunch of money, you're going to make some money. And of course, you're going to take some big losses. But as you shift and you get beaten down on losses and you make these great wins, and beaten down on losses, make these great wins, and you kind of find yourself throughout your trading career, I believe that most traders end up, resulting almost at the same endpoint, and that is, what do I know that I've done before that doesn't work? What do I know that I do now that does work? And how can I implement that every single day into sort of a strategy that's going to work best? So you're going to read that there's this strategy to trade penny stocks or follow this strategy. But at the end of the day, it's really all the same thing. And it all comes down to the trader and whom the trader is individually and what works really well for them. So I'll say when I first started trading, my main goal was just trading penny stocks. And the reason I'd say that is because when we all first start trading, we generally kind of gravitate to what we know can make us a lot of money and that's really affordable. So this is also another thing, or just another problem that I see kind of in the market, is that generally when it comes to trading, most beginners or anybody just starting is going to want to dive into the penny stock market because it's affordable, cheap, and they make big moves. And if it's affordable, you can get involved very easily. And if they make big moves, of course, you can make a lot of money. And I'm actually going to do a new video about penny stocks, and that's going to be really cool. So after you get done doing this video, you might as well see if I have that video uploaded so you can watch that one too. So again, I was really looking at penny stocks when I first started trading, and it was all fine, it was all good, and I still love penny stocks. But what I've come to realize is that penny stocks aren't always good to trade. Just like Netflix isn't as good to trade today as maybe Roku is, right? So I started to come to realize that penny stocks aren't always going to be there, and they're not going to always be good to trade. And actually, penny stocks trade in seasonality, where in reality, they're better to trade throughout the winter seasons than they are the summer season. But same as the overall market. The overall market is better to trade in the winter than it is the summer. There just tends to be more volatility and better opportunity. So as I was trading more and more and more, I realized that penny stocks, they'd be good some days and not good other days. And really, if they're not good at all to trade on any given day, then you're kind of sitting on your hands not trading. And we all know as traders, we don't really want to be sitting on our hands. We want some action and we want some volatility. We want something to trade, at least something every day. We may not trade every day, but usually we want to try and get ourselves involved in some type of position each day because that's just what we do. And if you trade penny stocks, generally, they're not always going to be good to trade every single day. So when I started realizing that, the opportunity is starting to get a little slim in the penny stock market from here and there, I needed to broaden my horizon and figure out what else can I get myself involved with for trading. And I would always see these large cap stocks, maybe it was Facebook or Apple or Netflix or whatever, some bigger company name. Sometimes I'd look at their stock chart and be like, wow, that made a really big move. Man, I wish I could trade that, or I wish I could afford that. I won't make any money trading that because it just doesn't seem to move that much. And maybe it only goes up 5% on the day. That's not very much. Until I actually tried it and I started investing in them. I started trading them and come to find I was making decent money trading the large cap stocks as well. And then what I realized is, why was I only focusing just on penny stocks when I could be focusing on large cap stocks as well, or even some mid cap stocks, maybe around $20? So from there, I started kind of, evolving my trading from penny stocks to large cap stocks. And then before you know it, I was mainly trading large cap stocks and not even penny stocks. Because what I come to find after this long career of trading is that large cap stocks, or maybe mid cap, are usually going to always see some decent movement throughout the day, whereas a penny stock has to be one of those good penny stocks to trade on the day, or else you're not going to really get that much of a good movement. And even if you do get somewhat of a decent move in the penny stock on that day, it's not even really going to be that big, and there's probably only going to be one move. Whereas you might see 4, 5, 6, 7 different buying opportunities in a large cap stock for the day. So what I come to find is the opportunity was slimmer in the penny stock world than it was the large cap world. So I told myself, rather than just focusing on penny stocks, why not focus on large cap stocks as well and kind of widen that, that window of opportunity for myself. And then what started happening is I started to become far more selective on the penny stocks that I would trade, because I knew I could go over here to the large cap market and I can kind of trade pretty much anything, right? Anything, pick a stock that's a large cap, it'll probably move and you can probably make some money somewhere throughout the day. Come over here to the penny stocks, it's like, well, this one might move, this one might move, but you don't know for sure. I know over here for sure they're going to move, large cap. Don't know for sure over here they're going to move. So what ended up starting to happen is that I know I have the opportunity over here and I might have the opportunity over here. So I started becoming far more selective with the penny stocks that I would like to trade. So the problem initially when only trading penny stocks is they're not always going to be good to trade. And if they're not always going to be good to trade, you might find yourself forcing it or trying to trade a penny stock on a day when you shouldn't be trading it at all. So then you're leading yourself into what we call a forced trade, or forcing yourself to kind of take a trade on something you probably shouldn't be trading. Then as I started trading more of the large cap, knowing that there's always going to be something moving over here that I can trade and probably make money on, I became very selective on the penny stocks. And the more selective I became with the penny stocks, the more accurately I would start to pick good ones to actually trade, because I knew that if it's not over here, I'm going to get it over here. And I'm always going to get it over here, but I only want to be here when I'm meant to be here. So again, I started selectively picking and becoming more picky with the actual penny stocks I want to trade. And then next thing you know, I would start trading them better because I am focused on only trading the best of the best penny stocks that meet a certain criteria of mine. And I have made a video about what kind of criteria that I look for in the best penny stock. So again, just go through any one of my videos and you'll eventually find it. It'll probably say the secrets about trading the best penny stocks or something. So over the course of these years of trading, I started with penny stocks, and then I evolved into large cap. And then from then, I've evolved into large cap and penny stocks. And now I use penny stocks and large caps on all my watch lists and, all my trading, because I don't want to exclude myself from trading penny stocks, but I don't want to exclude myself from trading the large cap. And the problem I see here is that that I've seen with many traders that only focus on penny stocks is they end up finding themselves with nothing to trade. They're only focused on penny stocks, and there's not going to be that many great penny stocks throughout the day or even throughout the week to trade, and they start forcing trades on penny stocks they shouldn't be trading. So I guess the moral of the story is the longer you stick with trading and the more you trade, the more you're going to develop into the individual trader whom you may be or soon to become. And don't, strictly focus on one area of trading or one kind of, classified, like, penny stocks. They're classified as a penny stock. $1 to $5 is a penny stock. So don't only, put yourself in that category and don't only leave yourself in the large cap category. Kind of jump around and get a feel for the entire market. Because the more you know about the market, the more informed of a trader you're going to become and the better educated trades you're going to make. So that's really just a couple things of advice that's kind of happened in my trading, how I've evolved. It was penny stocks to large cap and large cap mixed with penny stocks, which really leads me to where I am today. And there's pretty much never a day that there isn't something I can find to trade because I've broadened the horizon, so big that the area of opportunity I now have to work with is just so much bigger. And that creates for a long-term sustainable career in the market because, again, you're leaving yourself with pretty much endless opportunity, okay? So it's just like any market and even your own personal life, right? Here's a big one. You're not very secure if you live on one income. As we all know, generally to become very financially independent and or a multimillionaire or maybe just a millionaire, generally you need at least 1, 2, 3, 4 sources of income, right? So if in your personal finance and personal wealth building, adventure or career, you're supposed to or would be nice to have multiple streams of income, whether 1, 2, 3, or 4, you need a couple of them, then why would I only have one source of trading opportunity in the market? Again, being diversified in your capabilities in the market can lead you to having more opportunity. But I will say that many will argue being a jack of all trades is bad and you just want to master one thing. And I'll also note, you don't have to be a jack of all trades and you don't have to trade multiple markets or you don't have to trade multiple, classes of stock to be successful. You can be successful in a specific niche. But again, there's going to be some days where you may just not have as much opportunity as another trader who is involving themselves in multiple markets, so to speak. So I hope those are a good word of advice, and I hope that kind of gives you some insight into how I really developed as a trader, because I know a lot of people always kind of ask that question. So I hope you guys learned something new, and I hope that maybe inspired some of you to maybe kind of, step outside of your comfort zone a little bit. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below and give the video a thumbs up because that helps the YouTube algorithm as many more people view it. And again, I get paid to do this. This is a part of one of my incomes, and this does help me live and pay rent and do other things and save for retirement. So if you can, thumbs up on the video, get it shared, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.